Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really plunging into something that's sent quite a few ripples through Hollywood. It's challenging how we see one of its biggest stars.
Yeah, it's complicated.
You know, you think about an Oscar winner, chart-topping singer, someone millions adore, and then bang, a shocking new lawsuit, almost out of nowhere, it seems. So what exactly does this lawsuit claim happened that night? On a Manhattan rooftop, no less. And why now, merely a decade later? What's with the silence around it all? It's quite unsettling for a star this big.
It definitely raises a lot of questions.
Our mission here for this deep dive is really to unpack the specific allegations in this lawsuit against Jamie Foxx. We're using the source material you've shared with us.
Right.
We want to explore the key details, the context around it, and yeah, those big questions it brings up about fame, accountability, public image, that sort of thing.
And just to be clear, we're here to report impartially on what the sources say, laying out the information as it's presented.
Exactly. So the absolute core of this is a new lawsuit, filed in New York.
Under a specific act.
Yes, the Adult Survivors Act. And it accuses Jamie Foxx of sexually assaulting a woman. Happened at a Manhattan rooftop bar way back in 2015.
It's a heavy accusation.
Especially when you contrast it with, his public image. That clean, charismatic persona he's had for decades.
Well, that timing you mentioned is really crucial for understanding this. The Adult Survivors Act, it's a New York law.
Right, yeah.
And it specifically opened this limited time window for survivors to bring lawsuits for sexual assault incidents that happened years ago. Things that were past the normal time limit, the statute of limitations.
So that explains the timing, why it's coming out now.
Precisely. The fact this suit was filed right before that window slammed shut.
Yeah.
It's not just a legal footnote. It tells you something, potentially, about the barriers victims face.
Yeah.
Our sources suggest, maybe the alleged victim wrestled with this for a long, long time before feeling able or having the legal path to come forward. It's often a battle that goes way beyond the incident itself. Fear, maybe disbelief from others, that kind of thing.
That timing really does highlight something powerful there. So, okay, let's get into the actual allegations, what the sources report.
Okay.
According to the woman's claims, the encounter, it started casually enough, but then it apparently took a very disturbing turn, very quickly. She alleges that Foxx forcibly groped her, touched her under her clothes against her will, and what's really jarring, as the sources point out, this wasn't hidden away somewhere private.
No, and that's a detail that, it makes you stop and think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The alleged incident happened in a public place, a rooftop bar.
Right.
And the source material asks this directly. If true, how did something like this occur in front of others without intervention?
That's a huge question.
It is. It's not just speculation. It's kind of central to how you might look at the claim legally and just practically. It adds this whole layer of complexity,
Yeah.
about the environment, the dynamics.
Does having other people around make it less likely? Or does it somehow allow it to happen unnoticed sometimes? Strange thought.
It's a difficult question to answer definitively.
And this brings us back to the alleged victim. Her decision to file almost a decade later, as you said, filing right before that deadline. It really emphasizes that internal struggle she might have faced.
Absolutely. The documents we know about suggest she claims the incident left her with deep psychological scars.
Yeah.
Things that still affect her today.
Wow.
And this impact really underlines why laws like the Adult Survivors Act are seen as so important by advocates. They offer a pathway, finally, for claims that were silenced for years, maybe because of trauma, fear, maybe systemic issues.
Right.
It empowers people to seek accountability when they feel ready, not just when the legal clock says they should have been. Trauma doesn't really follow a neat timeline, does it?
No, it really doesn't. Now, let's pivot a bit to Jamie Foxx himself. Because, for so long, he's been this beloved Hollywood figure, right?
Yeah, a major star.
Performed for presidents, won awards, critical acclaim for films. He's generally kept a pretty clean public record, known for being charismatic, engaging. But this lawsuit, these are serious allegations. It obviously has the potential to really dramatically shift that image he's built so carefully.
And what's equally fascinating, maybe telling, is his public response right now. Or rather, the complete lack of one.
Yeah, what are the sources saying there?
They put it very plainly, no statement, no denial, just silence.
Huh.
And that silence, especially in today's media world where things move so fast, it's powerful. It's definitely fueling speculation, adding to the mystery around someone with such a well-managed public persona.
Could be a legal strategy, maybe?
Could be. advised not to say anything to prejudice the case. But in the court of public opinion, it makes people wonder. And it's worth remembering, as the sources note, while he's faced accusations before, this one may be the most serious one yet.
That silence, especially for someone like him, it just naturally leads to all these unanswered questions, doesn't it? Questions the public is asking right now. The source material highlights them. Was this isolated? Or are there other stories out there? Are there witnesses? Is there any evidence?
Yeah, these aren't just idle questions. They're critical to how a case like this plays out, both legally and, how people perceive it.
Right.
The existence or lack of corroborating evidence, or maybe other claims surfacing, that could totally change the narrative around a star of Fox's level.
And looking bigger picture.
Well, connecting it all, this case is really just starting. But it's already forcing a big conversation about fame, about accountability, about whose stories we believe as a society.
Yeah.
The reporting really emphasizes that this could be just the beginning of a much larger storm, which highlights just how significant this could be, not just for Fox, but maybe for how the whole industry deals with allegations against its biggest names.
So just to recap our deep dive here, we've looked at these serious allegations against a huge public figure, the really specific and unsettling details of the alleged incident, and the critical role of that Adult Survivors Act, allowing this claim to surface after almost 10 years. It's complex, it's still unfolding, and it definitely leaves you with a lot to think about.
And maybe as you reflect on all this, consider this. What does the sheer power of silence really tell us? Either the silence of someone choosing not to speak out for years, maybe out of fear or trauma, or the silence of the accused in the face of allegations. What does that reveal about justice, accountability, especially when it gets tangled up with the immense power and spotlight of fame?